Sheriff Pedro, good evening to you. This was the first one-on-one debate between Congresswoman Karen Bass and developer Rick Caruso. The issue of homelessness taking center stage this evening. There's also been plenty of drama in recent weeks between the two candidates. Tonight's debate was no exception.
I think Los Angeles, it is very clear that we need a new direction.
I believe our city is in trouble, and I want to help.
The next mayor of Los Angeles will be decided in just 47 days, and the race is now a bitter battle between Representative Karen Bass and developer Rick Caruso.
The system, quite frankly, is corrupt. And with all due respect to my opponent, she's part of that system.
In all of his years of being a developer, and if you look at the corruption in City Hall, it's always been around developers.
Recent polling shows Caruso trailing Bass. Both candidates are promising to tackle some of the city's biggest problems, including homelessness, affordable housing, and crime.
At a certain point in time, you're going to have to move encampments off the streets because our neighborhoods are so heavily impacted, and you'll never be able to get crime under control. Unless you deal with homelessness.
We also need to hire officers. We need to bring LAPD up to its authorized budgeted amount, which is about $9,700.
Caruso wasting no time taking aim at Bass over her ties to USC. In 2011, Bass accepted a scholarship worth roughly $95,000 while serving in Congress. She then supported legislation that favored USC and other universities. Federal prosecutors have said Bass is not under investigation, and the Congresswoman has denied any wrongdoing.
She got a degree taking less classes than her fellow students took, and then worked with the dean to fashion legislation and push through Congress to have taxpayer dollars go back to that same school, and she is named critical in a federal bribery and corruption case.
Bass blasting Caruso for what she says is his lack of transparency as former chair of USC's Board of Trustees. Caruso is credited with helping the university reach $1 billion in settlements after allegations of sexual assault surfaced against campus gynecologist George Tyndall. Bass also accuses Caruso of being a conservative running as a Democrat.
I would say the victims of the gynecologist who sexually assaulted hundreds of students at USC have asked you to release the report. As chair of the Board of Trustees, he committed to do an investigation, to do a report, and then he decided afterwards that he wasn't going to release it.
Both candidates agree that getting people off the street and into more affordable housing is critical. However, Bass has criticized Caruso, saying that his plan stops short of addressing broader issues like mental health. Well, for his part, Caruso says the best way to build affordable housing is to get rid of building regulations that have hampered development. Election Day is on November 8th. We're live in Bel Air. John Finolio, KTLA 5 News.